season, he had 3,041 points. That was MJ's highest scoring season ever.
As much of a killer instinct as Jordan had, MP may be even more driven. He doesn't just want to win. He wants to do maximum damage.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Anthony Edwards out there with Bones Highland. And it's Gobert in at center, locking down the middle. And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
We have MVP implications on the line tonight between MP and Anthony Edwards. And when I caught up with MP, he told me this is going to be a big test for us. We know how good Ant is, and we know how hard he competes. He knows everyone needs to be locked in.
Yeah, it's not a matchup you can take lightly, that's for sure. Thanks, Allie. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves, but there remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. They grabbed their own miss, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work, get into the offensive glass.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. McDaniels passes to Highland. Back to Daniels. The open shot by Edwards. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And here's MP from outside. Some solid defense from Edwards. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Randall. Three-pointer. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And here's MP from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
Now here's Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
On the wing, MP with the step back. Puts up a 3. Oh, another miss by MP.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
The kick out to Edwards. Soft touch off the glass. Edwards has got 8.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Huff's checked in for Zubac. He's checked in for Indiana. MP comes in for Walker. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Anderson. And it's Highland in for Conley. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Pascal Siakam out there with MP. And it's Huff in at the 5. That's the 5 for the Pacers.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
MP, that one's good.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Highland, the pass to Gobert. Here's an 8-footer. Randall can't hit. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. Trailing by 8. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He ended up with 41 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game, and he was huge for them in that one. talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. Edwards, the pass to Randall. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Nembhard outside. Back to MP. It's stolen by Highland. Siakam pulls down the board. Indiana's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Here's MP. Getting it done inside. MP.
Well, I like when MP tries to carve space in the painted area. So effective down there.
Stolen by Siakam. Pass to MP. And stolen by Edwards. To the paint. Here's Randall. Pacers with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest.
It took him a bit to get going, but he's really got that three working now.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota up 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Welcome, everybody. Let's jump right in. The Western Conference winner, Luka Doncic.
This isn't the first, and it will not be the last one of these awards for Luka Doncic. A master.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
Got to give it up for their second unit.
Thanks, as always, for watching.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's Highland in at the point guard position.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Edwards. There's the triple. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
Pacers trail by 5. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
So it's the Pacers now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Three-pointer, Halliburton hits the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 6 points.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation. Brilliant second-half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
From deep, MP. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. McDaniels finds Highland. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. And how about we check the numbers for Anthony Edwards? And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
Takes a 3. MP no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You look at Minnesota, with the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've established themselves as a legit team this year. But you can tell they want to get higher up in the standings if possible, and specifically securing home court advantage for the first round.
And for head coach Rick Carlisle, this is the third stint with the Indiana Pacers.
He begins as an assistant coach with them back in 1997, leaves the organization, but returns as the head coach in 2003, leaves after 2007, and then back in 2021, and now, of course, the winningest coach in franchise history.
Here's Halliburton, following the score by Minnesota. Here's MP. That's short off the rim.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Highland. Offensive board. Pass to Edwards. McDaniels from long range. He buries it from three. McDaniels got 6 points.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Back to you guys.
Fills it up. From deep, MP. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with MP. And it's Zubats in at the 5. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Now Siakam. Here's MP to tie it up. Shot's no good.
They've been winning the rebound battle today. Another big board right there.
McDaniels. Now Edwards. Beyond the arc. Edwards on target.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
MP. Money from 3.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
Highland looking for an opening. Fires the 3, and Edwards hits him right back for a 3.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, eyeing the lead, they give up a big triple.
MP! Oh, the baby hook. Nice.
And what a bucket for MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
Gobert with it. Outside McDaniels. Halliburton rips down the board.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's MP. He launches. Oh, the shot is off.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Power move from MP.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
Oh, can't hit the jumper. Pacers trail by 4. Puts up the tray. Randall rips down the board.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half. Gobert is not...
Well, maybe a little bit of a use-it-or-lose-it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close...
The previous play is under review.
Challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
MP with it. Randall's in his pocket. MP! The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Wow, they needed a bucket, and Zubac answers the call big time.
Edwards fires. Buries it from outside.
Looking to close things out, that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's still a youngster, but MP shows he's ready for the big moments.
And an intentional foul right there. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They could go for the foul here, but the safer bet may be to hunker down on defense and try for a turnover. Because even if the shot clock runs out, they'll still have some time to work with.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, just step to the line with confidence, and this young man delivers. Nicely done.
Ooh, the three doesn't go. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Indiana calls timeout. They're behind by 6. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Well, first, you go for the steal on the inbounds. If you can't get that, you foul and hope for some misses at the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
So it's Minnesota picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
You said in your pregame video that you wanted to dominate.
Those videos are just for fun, mostly. When the game's on the line, the only thing I'm thinking about is winning.
Well, somebody must have raised you right.
Ooh, here's the man himself. Hey, why didn't you tell me you'd be here?
Because I wanted to see that look on your face.
What do you think, Dad? Does he still have a shot at MVP?
I don't know. I mean, he's got the clutch gene for me, but he's still got to come through down the stretch here.
I mean, Pop.
BA, over to you.
Okay, Dominic, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Doris Burke.
This is it, gentlemen. This is the playoffs. But we're going to prove those people wrong when we hoist up that Larry O'Brien trophy. Yeah, let's go! Hey, listen, it starts...
About that article. Oh, you mean the one by Roseanne Cohn?
The playoffs have arrived, and a young duo looks to make a new splash. The Pacers enter the postseason with the best record in the conference, but now the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Celtics? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. On for the Pacers. MP out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Walker in at small forward. We take a look at the Pacers. This is a team who feels like they could win this series handily, but they need to start it off on the right foot.
And that's the key. Home court advantage doesn't mean anything if you don't use it. It's all about setting the tone tonight.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Well, this is MP's very first playoff appearance, and I asked him if he was feeling nervous. He said, quote, "I'm not going to lie, there's a different energy tonight," unquote. But no, he is not nervous. He's ready for this. He said, "We're ready for this." He's sounding confident, guys.
Great stuff. MP is not letting the big moment get to him. And a lot of pressure on MP in these playoffs to perform, especially after a pundit stated MP wouldn't live up to the expectations in this first round.
Well, you know, I do think that reporter, Roseanne Conway, was a bit out of line with that statement, but it's her job to give an opinion. With that said, I think MP has the right mentality to use that as motivation and have a great series.
And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Fires the 3. Another miss by MP.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Just 5 on the clock. Traps in the tray.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Down low, here's Slater, banked in off the glass.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
White looking around. And it's Hauser in the corner. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Tatum.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
White with it. Halliburton picks him up. Outside Tatum. And here's Brown outside. Siakam pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
MP kicks to Halliburton. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Hauser. Brown outside. Offensive rebound. Outside White. Tatum with the screen on Walker. Here's the 3. Here's Kata. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And at this stage of the postseason, having an explosive scorer like MP, well, Greg, that's priceless.
Yeah, coming into the playoffs, Kevin, with the NBA's points per game leader gives that team a ton of confidence.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion. Boston making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. On the floor for Boston. They've got Ivy. Vucevic is out there with Tatum. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the 3 slot. Walker off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He dropped 35 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. A statement game from him where he took his play to the next level. What's he have in store for us tonight, guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Looking to end the run. Toppin pulls it in.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Zubac is checked in for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Outside, White. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Pacers?
And it's Slater missing. Celtics trail by 10. Hauser the pass to Tatum. Over Siakam. And it falls over the rim and in. Tatum's got 5 now.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
A 3 from MP. And Boston with the rebound. Out to White. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one goes in.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
On the wing, MP. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. 16 points for him.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Molina. Walker with the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Slater. The 3-ball. The rebound by Queta.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
White wide open. He fires. The 3-pointer is right on target. White's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. MP right side. Offensive rebound. Walker dishes to MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Outside Tatum. Takes the 3. That shot off. And so it's MP making things happen for the Pacers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the Indiana Pacers.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers, guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game one, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Tyrese Halliburton is out there with MP. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Walker. And it's Siakam in at the fourth. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Shot clock at 6. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Walker finds MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is kept back down to 11. Some big points there from Tatum.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
MP outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Brown gets it done inside.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
The 3 from MP, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown wide open, he fires. No good from outside.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Halliburton outside. Here's MP. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown outside. To the paint. Halliburton with the steal. MP finds Halliburton. The 3 from MP. Another miss by MP. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 9 points. Brown, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's MP. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown outside. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's White. Buries the long-range jumper. White's got 11.
We've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Outside, Walker. It's stolen by Brown. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Tatum. He's got 7. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
MP passes to Walker. Back to MP. MP with the easy bucket inside.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Brown the pass to Vucevic. And the shot is good. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
MP finds Zubac. Some nice passing here by Indiana. The 3 from MP. White with the defensive effort.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Siakam outside. And here's MP for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists tonight. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from White.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
White against MP. Takes a 3. Boston grabs the miss. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Yes! And the foul. It's into the timeout. To adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's the Celtics now. Hauser the pass to Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
On the court for the Celtics. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Tatum against Siakam. Brown fires. Off target from outside.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And it doesn't go.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Boston leading by 9. And Tatum driving. And he banks the layup in.
Well, not just fast, but also precise. Tatum shows a lot of control on his drive.
MP missed on the 3.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's White. Hauser with the ball. He's off from 3. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Now MP. Siakam looking around. It's good.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Boston has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Brown, and they come back with a 3 of their own.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum. Off the glass.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Now here's Tatum. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this.
Kind of a mixed bag for you tonight, Ed.
Well, to be honest, we need to get off to a better start.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce.
Our backs up against the wall, guys. Win or go home. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to go home. Are you? No. All right, look, so I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to lock in, and I'm ready to leave every